Hi, this is Lynn, and welcome to another Persuasion Byte, bite-sized tips on persuasion that you can use right away. Next week, I'll be speaking at the International Conference on Nursing in London. Chances are you're not going to be there, so I want to give you a preview of my talk, which is called Tough Talks: How to Have Difficult Conversations with Patients, Families, and Colleagues. Here's what I believe. There are really two types of difficult conversations. The first type is where you can work with other people to create a better outcome, which means you need to have a difficult conversation to pull everybody together. I've created a process for this, and if you click on the link below the video, you'll be able to go to an article that will explain this to you and show you how to have those difficult conversations. The other type of difficult conversation is when you can't change an outcome. It's beyond your control to make the situation better. And how do you do that? Early on in my career, I was a nurse's assistant in a nursing home. One of my patients was Miss Mary, who was a retired school teacher. The light of Miss Mary's life was her nephew, Michael, and whenever he came to visit, I knew it was going to be a good day. So when I poked my head into a room one day and saw him sitting there, I was shocked to see Miss Mary turn and look at me with this crestfallen expression. And she said, "Lynn, tell Michael it's okay for me to go home. I'm strong enough." And I got that gut clench because I knew she wasn't. She'd fallen and broken her hip and was struggling to walk with a walker, spent most of her time in a wheelchair, and she told me that her house was at the top of a high hill up a steep staircase, and her bedroom was on the second floor of the house. There was no way this woman was going home. But if I said that to her, she was going to make my life a hot mess for the next 2 weeks. But at the same time, if I said, "Sure, Miss Mary, you can go home," I'd be lying to her, and frankly, I could get fired. What did I do? I bailed. I said, "Oh, Miss Mary, I'm not qualified to give that kind of advice," and I got out of there as soon as I could. Boy, I wish I could go back and do that conversation over. If I could, I would have looked her in the eyes and said, "Miss Mary, it must be so hard not to be able to live at home surrounded by all of the things that you love, and to be able to get up and go when you want to rather than on some schedule in a nursing home." And then just been quiet to let her speak her piece, to just be a witness to her pain. Because when you can't change something, what you can do is reach out and let people know you see them and you feel their pain and you want to be present. The next time you face a conversation like this, don't do what I do. Don't bail, or don't give advice, or don't try to talk people out of how they feel. Try giving them empathy, showing them that you see what's going on, and then letting them speak with you. You'll create that personal connection that makes them feel less alone, which is what they're really searching for. And when you do this, you'll become the most compassionate person in the room. Thanks for watching.